He told me he was staying late for group projects again, and I believed him. Why wouldn't I? We've been together for 2 years, and he was always so attentive, bringing me coffee, texting me memes, making me feel like the center of his world. But it was weird how his so-called study group kept changing locations, and how he'd come home smelling like unfamiliar perfume, sometimes with lipstick smudges on his collar that he shrugged off as someone from class getting too close. I started to laugh it off with him, but the jokes started feeling sharp instead of funny. The real slap in the face came at a party I almost skipped. I walked in and immediately spotted him, arms around 2 women I'd never seen before, whispering in one's ear while the other traced circles on his chest. When he saw me, his face didn't even change. He just smiled and said, "Come meet my friends." I felt something inside me snap, but I followed anyway, numb, as he introduced them as his study partners. One of them winked at me, and suddenly everything made sense, every late night, every vague answer, every time he'd shrugged off my worry. That night, he confessed, as if it was nothing, that he'd been polyamorous for years, and just assumed I knew. He said it like he was telling me his favorite color, not like he'd been lying to my face every day. The anger came first, white hot and ugly, and I screamed at him in front of everyone, demanding to know how he could forget to mention something so huge. He just shrugged, actually shrugged, and said he thought it was obvious, that all those group hangouts were just the way he did things. The room spun, and I stormed out, shaking with humiliation and rage. But sitting alone in my car, sobbing with my head against the wheel, I realized I was angrier at myself than at him. I'd ignored the signs, laughed off my own intuition, let myself believe that love meant trusting blindly. The twist was, I wasn't just betrayed by him, I'd betrayed myself, choosing denial over confrontation, comfort over truth. And as much as I wanted to blame him, I knew I'd have to live with the fact that I'd let it all happen right in front of me.